Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. And today we are going to talk about something very interesting that I have developed with the help of Claude and AI. We were always struggling with the smart page object generator, and you must have seen there are like n number of tools are available in the market, and you just need to give the HTML or maybe some content or generate the page object model or just give some raw file and then it will automatically generate the page object classes files and everything, but those are not very much appropriate, right? And those are not very much accurate, plus performance wise also having some issues. So I thought of solving this problem. Second problem is that we have to go to the Chrome Dev Tools and then copy paste the XPath and then get the XPath from some, extension, browser extension or any Chrome extension that we are using or anything. And then we have to maybe Chrome Dev Tools also, or from the HTML DOM also, we have to inspect the specific element, then write the XPath over here, write the CSS over here. I'm not saying that, okay, you should not learn it. I'm always believe that you should have the good knowledge about the locator like XPath, CSS and everything. But what if like people like you and me who are already having some really good experience in the UI automation and the XPath creation and the CSS or other locator strategies? What if I don't want to waste my time? I really want to quickly generate the page object model, whatever the required thing, and then just get the page objects either in Selenium or Playwright or whatever the language that you are using with the Selenium and the Playwright. I don't want to waste my time here, right? So I want a quick online solution which is like give the URL and get the entire page object and then copy paste in your script so that you can improve the productivity very well here, right? So those days are gone that, okay, first I will verify the XPath or CSS and all those things and then copy paste from some browser plugin or some browser extensions are there and then totally dependent on that. Sometimes it's giving me the wrong output also. Sometimes I'm not able to understand the XPath also. Some very like absolute XPath or like long XPath or CSS is giving to me. So in that case, I don't want to waste my time because in the UI automation, in the page object model, if you are following it in the this design pattern, that this is the most painful point, that you have to design the page classes. And tomorrow, let's say if you are having around 30, 40, 50 page classes in your application, then you have to create it, right? So in the era of AI, obviously, why don't we use the AI properly to generate the smart page locators and everything here, and free of cost? You don't need to pay any penny for that. Okay, you just need to have the Claude account. With the free account also, that is also more than enough for you. You can generate some really good page objects over here. So that's why I have created this simple page, smart page object generator utility. I've already hosted on my website. You just need to go to codeconverter.html over there. And then after that, you just simply go to this launch page object generator. It will open in a new tab. And this is what it will show you here. So I have given two options. It will generate the intelligent production ready page objects with the optimized locators. No more copy pasting from the dev tools or from any other extension. You can give two things: fetch from the URL and copy paste from the HTML source, right? So I'll do one thing. I'll just open a new browser. Let's see, I'll just simply go to a new browser and I'll give to, let's see, I'll go to this application, sourcedemo.com. And this is a URL also, I can use it. And I can directly copy paste the HTML source also, right? So let's try both of them. We have to do just simple copy this entire copy the element from HTML from the root of the project, or you can just simple right click and view page source also. That also you can do it, right? But here I'll just simple copy paste the exactly HTML source code here and see I'm pasting it over here. Now from HTML to HTML, the complete DOM that I have actually pasted over here, you must have seen that. And now which framework that you really want to use. So far I have implemented Selenium and the Playwright. So with the Selenium, multiple languages support are available: Java, Python, C Sharp, JavaScript, Ruby. So I simply say, okay, let's say I really want to generate with the Java. What kind of format you really want? So let's see, by locator approach or at the rate find by with the page factory you want to use. So let's say I really want to use with the by locator. Do you have any locator preference? It's optional. You can mention, let's say I really want to use only data test ID or only ID or area label or XPath or semantic roles. That also I can mention it over here. And you can ignore sections part also. You can mention that, okay, don't create the page locators or page objects for the footer link or for the side panel links. So comma separated values also you can write it here. I'll show you the demo of this also here. And then that's it. After that, simple generate the page object, and it will read this particular entire page source, because this is your actual page source that you're using in your application. It will analyze your page structure, and then it will start generating the page object over here. So now I have added two important things, that how many elements found on this particular page. So it says, okay, there are three interactive elements: login button, user field, and the password field here. And you can check the exactly same thing, that we are having what username, password, and the login field. Other than that, I have ignored. See, it's ignoring unnecessary login logo, and then column image, login credential, display text, because I don't want to verify this logo and other unnecessary things over here, or let's say accepted username or password for all users. The most important element for us is that username, password, and the login. I don't want to create that bulky the page class or page object for that. Whatever the most important page object or page elements I really want, I just want to mention over here. So it is just like very smart enough. It's saying I'm using the strategy like by.id, by.name, or by.css selector. And then there are like three interactive elements I found. One is button and two input fields, right? And the application name is Swag Labs Login. And if you really want to see that, the raw HTML also is showing me over here, and then actually generating the page object for me. And this is the page object. You can see that this is the class name and this is a WebDriver. A reference just got created, and see it's following the same encapsulation approach. Private by locator, one constructor is available, and then the entire page class with the public methods actually got created over here. And these public methods are using the private by locators here, right? And then after that, you can just immediately copy from here, and then start using in your Eclipse or IntelliJ, whatever you want to use with Selenium, you can use it here. How it works? It works with the URL mode also, HTML mode also. It will filter out the decorative elements, focus on the interactive components, because this is the most important thing. And other tools are missing actually the same thing. There are like 100, 200, 300 elements are available. I don't want to create the CSS selector or export for all those 300, 200, and then I have to filter it out. I have to remove unnecessary elements from the entire page class. It is like quite bulky Java class it will create. So this is what I really want to avoid it here. So that's why we have given one filtering option. It will automatically smart enough. It will automatically filter it out those unnecessary elements which are not in the interactive mode, right? Okay. And exclude the specified locators, footer menu. You can exclude that, like footer menus, top link, avoid unnecessary garbage locators. If you really want to avoid, you can just simply avoid it from here and generate the semantic locators, especially in the get by role, get by label, get by placeholders, right? I don't want to use XPath or indexes. Then in that case, I can go with the Playwright also. So in that case also, we can generate it here. And it will create the production ready code following Selenium best practice or Playwright best practices over here. So now let's see if I really want to use the same HTML source for Selenium with Python. So simple select your Python language from here. This time I say, okay, let's use bylocator approach once again, and then generate the page object. It will analyze your HTML that you have written and that you have given. And then within few seconds, it will generate the page object again with the Python here. Now you can see the complete Python class is available. And then the same thing, you can check it over here, 3 bilocators and then page methods here. Perfect. Now I really want to use the same thing. Let's see with the Selenium and Java with the @find by based locator. Some people prefer @find by with the page factory. If you really want to use that also, you can do it. So generate the page object with the page factory, like generate web elements with the @find by annotation by using the page factory in Selenium and Java. And again, three interactive elements found, and you see that, okay, @find by got generated over here. So 3 by locators here, and public methods are available. Copy, paste it, and start using it here. And there's some level of customization or other kind of thing. You really want to add your own logic and everything. That is up to you. This is not the demand of this tool, because this tool does not understand your functionality, right? It understands your HTML structure. On the basis of that, it will give you the page objects here and perfectly work fine here. Now, the same thing, let's see if I really want to do with some other tool. Let's see Playwright. So I select Playwright and I really want to use TypeScript, and here generate the page object. So let's see what happens here. So now it says, okay, we will follow the Playwright best practices. Whatever the Playwright best practices in terms of what? In terms of, so again, get by role and all those things, it should generate. But now see that data test ID is using it over here, and hash login CSS selector is actually using same page object got generated here. In the TypeScript, we have read only, just like we have final, or in the Java, in the TypeScript, we have read only. One constructor got created over here, and then all the async functions got created here with respect to promises and everything with respect to page objects. This is absolutely working fine like this, right? And now let's see, I really want to use Playwright with the, let's see something else, Playwright with the C sharp, right? Then in that case, let's generate the page object from here. And let's see, is it really working or not? Okay. So if you're working with the Playwright with the C sharp, again, 3 interactive elements found. And see, this is absolutely working fine here. So idea here is that this is making something unique here, that whatever the required thing that we want, it is actually capturing it from here. It means 3 interactive elements. If 5 interactive elements are there, then on the basis of that, it will try to find out the elements from there. Let's try with some other application. So let's do one thing. Let's go to some other application. For example, let's see now again, I go back to Google Chrome. Let me go to some other application. Let's see registration page of this application. Okay, so this is a registration page you see, and I really want to fill this entire form. And I really want to click on privacy policy checkbox, click on continue, subscribe, yes or no. And this is the complete registration form is available here. But I don't want to create the page object for, see, this side menu links, footer links, top menu links, this logo, search icon, these top panel links are available. I want to avoid that, right? So I simple first of all capture it, and then you simple do one thing, or you can use the URL also directly. I'll show you with the URL as well. So this is a complete HTML that I'm getting it. With the HTML, what will happen? The code will be generated very fast, because now I don't need to interact with the URL, fetch the HTML on the, dynamically, and then it will generate the page object. If I'm giving the page object directly, then it will generate the element quickly. Generate the page objects quickly. So again, coming back here, this time I'm using some other, let's see, paste it here. Now I'm using a big application like a registration page there. And this is the page HTML source. Which locator you want to use? Let's say I really want to use Selenium with the Java language. I really want to use a by locator approach. And here I can give, see this, here I can give footer, side panel, comma separated sections that I can give it over here. So I simple say, let's see, I simple say avoid footer, avoid side panel, top links, right? Any menu links are there, please avoid that. It will not generate the CSS selector or XPath or anything. It will not generate the by locator or page objects for these sections. Focus only on the registration page part, right? Locator preference, let it be, and then generate the page object. Let's see, is it really generating or not here? Okay, this is a slightly long page. It might take some time, but I hope it will give you the right result, whatever it's required. So XPath is the least priority. It says there are 11 interactive elements. One, I hope you guys can see that. Let me just slightly show you here that 11 interactive elements, one button, 6 input fields. See, first name, last name, email, telephone, password, confirm password, newsletter, yes or no, privacy policy agreement, privacy policy. And these are the ignored locators. It did not generate the locators for footer, side panel, top navigation, breadcrumbs, menu navigations. And the best strategy is using by.id, by.name, and by.link text. And this is the generated page object. Perfect. So beautifully generated over here. You see that all the private by locators are coming here, right? Although it is using XPath also, it should have mentioned XPath as well, but over here. Okay, same thing for this continue button also. There is no ID or a name. That's why it's using and creating the XPath over here, right? But whenever ID, name, and the link text is available, it will use that. Although maybe it can improve, it can give you by.xpath also, but that's okay, right? And these are the page action methods constructor got created, and see the full page object method got created here. So main thing is that the locator strategy, the locators, this is the most important thing, that you just copy this thing now, paste it in your page class, in your page object model, and start using it here, right? After that, if you really want to use the page actions also, it's up to you. What kind of logic you want to write, it's up to you. The logic that you really want to use, or any utility class if you really want to use internally, it's up to you, that you can do it here. Now let's see for this particular page, is it really generating with the Playwright also or not? So I'll do one thing. Let's select with the Playwright with the TypeScript and the same thing that I'm giving. And let's see generate the page object with the TypeScript also and Playwright. So let's see what happens here. Okay, it's taking a few seconds of time and it's analyzing the page structure. See this again, 12 interactive elements found and giving me the similar kind of thing over here. And you can check it here that this is the, see the TypeScript file available. And it says the locator got created. And you see that, okay, the complete page object available here, right? See, it's returning is this is the CSS selector, this is the CSS selector, CSS selector, because most of the elements are having the ID. So it's giving me hash input ID here, page.locator, page.locator, page.locator. And then after that, all the async public methods also available here, which is like absolutely working fine here. And every method is giving me the promise and everything. See, fill the personal details, fill the password, select the newsletter options, agree to privacy policy, and then submit the registration form means click on continue button here. Perfect. It's absolutely working. Start using it, and then that's it. So easy and so easy to use it here, right? So all the getters actually got created here like this. Okay. Later on, I will add for the Cypress also with the WebDriver IO also, but it's absolutely working fine with this approach here, right? Now, if I really want to do with the URL, so again, I'll go back to this particular URL. Now, if we don't want to share the HTML structure over here, you still feel, okay, no, I don't want to share my HTML source code, right? Maybe whatever the reason, I would always prefer this option first. But again, if you really want to fetch the data from the URL, you can copy paste your URL here. Make sure that, okay, this is a public URL. There is no firewall. There is no security behind this particular URL. This tool should be able to access your URL. Make sure you're not running behind the proxy or any firewall. Just copy paste your URL and which framework that you really want to use. Let's say Selenium with Java. I really want to use bilocator approach and ignore all these guys and then generate the page object. Now it will be slightly slow. Why? Because it's actually fetching the HTML DOM. It will read it from here, okay, from this application, and then it will start creating the page object, right? So that's why I always tell you that, okay, copy paste your HTML source here directly if you are having it. Now it's generating the page object. See that, okay, it's absolutely working fine. Again, private bilocator in the Java, and that's it, right? So this is absolutely working fine here. Same thing you can check with the Playwright also. So let's try with the Playwright once again. This time I'll say, let's see Playwright with the JavaScript or Python if you really want to use. Generate the page object and let's see, is it really working or not? So you can try with some other applications also. Depends on HTML to HTML, depends on application to application. More and more elements are available on the page. It will take more time. Okay, it's not like, okay, within a second we are getting it, because it will start thinking about that which is the best locator or which what are the different best interactive elements are available on the page, right? Or it might give you, see, 99% or 90% accuracy here and there. Obviously with the any AI based tool or any utility based tool, especially with these kind of things where the UI is involved, right? You cannot be dependent 100%, but at least it's solving the time, it's solving the purpose at least 90 to 95% with, I mean, with the 90 to 95% of accuracy, right? So in that case, you can easily use that. And after copy pasting the thing, you can just simply quickly have a look, it's correct or not, and then start using it. So it's saving a lot of time for you. Again, you see that, okay, it's actually generating the Playwright code here. Okay, with the JavaScript. See, this is the JavaScript code that got generated over here. That's it. See, module exports and everything is coming here like this, right? So what do you think about this? Start using it for any application. Let me know. Copy paste your HTML source in the fetch or simple enter the URL over here. Right now, I'm using Playwright and Selenium, and I'll be adding Cypress also very soon with the JavaScript and the TypeScript, and the WebDriver IO also with the JavaScript and the TypeScript. But Selenium and the Playwright are the like very, very popular these days. And then with the Playwright, I have given these four options. And with the Selenium also, I have given Ruby also, I have added JavaScript, C Sharp, Python, and Java. So start using it, and that's it. I'll share the link URL. You just need to do what? You just need to go to Naveen Automation Labs code -converter.html. On this page, you will see a lot of other utilities also. code translators, page object model, curl to rest assured converter. Very soon, I'm going to add some more other utilities also over here. If you like this concept, guys, so if you really want to treat me, buy me a coffee, just click on it and donate for this particular project. It's absolutely free. You don't need to pay any single penny for these projects. Okay, I hope you like it. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and God bless you all.